Hello, and thank you for joining me again. I pray that you are blessed and refreshed. I'm back with another one, and today I am live, kinda. I've got a pre recorded live for you. Today is day 3 of a 3-part series. I've been talking about stress this week, and I've also come with some scriptures that God has given me because stress is something that we all deal with. And what I'm learning is that a lot of things that might stress me out is just things that I'm adding to my plate, things that are not even really mine to handle. Trying to, be nice or be helpful or be loving, and really, I'm just wearing myself out in so many different ways. So, I pray that you be encouraged because at the end of the day, stress is just something that we all deal with, and there's no way to hide it. But the best thing that we can do is learn how to cope, learn how to endure. So as you can see, scrolling across the bottom of the screen, I'm going to be referring to 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. And it reads, "So all of us who have had that veil removed can see and reflect the glory of the Lord. And the Lord, who is the Spirit, makes us more and more like him as we are changed into his glorious image." And I just thank God because his word is already blessed. And it's interesting because the more that I grow into God's image, the more that, I demand my peace, the more that I want to alleviate stress. I want to make a routine. I want to stick to list. I want to get my family even on board to help me, um, do certain things, delegating things, um, and just realizing that I can't do it all by myself. So when you think about the different causes of stress, I have approximately 14 or 15 here that I'm gonna just say real quick. Um, because some of these things are just things that we just add to our plate, which we don't even have to do. So, first of all, worrying about things. If we have a relationship with Christ, we shouldn't be worried. We should stand fast to being hopeful and being faithful and knowing that God knew us before he put us into our mother's womb, right? He knew us before our parents did. So he knows the assignment that's on our life. He knows that it's not easy out here, but he also knows that he requires a relationship with us. And if we adhere to that, if we get stronger in Christ and in that relationship with him, then a lot of stress, for instance, worry, is going to simply diminish eventually. Another part for me that's causing me stress is being in a hurry. I mean, all I hear about is, it's the end of time. You ain't got a lot of time left. And that's all true. Yes. At the same time, I need to be better at managing my time, right? I need to make sure that every second of my day, every minute, hour, or whatever is being used in a purposeful way. Otherwise, I'm rushing and I'm stressing. Stress is something that is not only just on the outside, but it's on the inside too. It's mainly on the inside. And you might even look at it as a disease. But I actually said in video 1 that stress is like a multi-billion-dollar company. Why? Because the enemy makes us think that it's something that's controlling us. It's something that we need a counselor for. There's something that we might need drugs or alcohol for. And when you think about those resources, they're making so much money off of different people and all their stresses. When really, in order to get the ultimate peace that we are seeking, we have to look for Christ. We have to seek his face, seek his way. And the only way to do that is through his word. Um, if you got too much work to do, you'll be stressed. If you didn't get enough rest, you're going to be stressed. Um, the best medicine for stress is laughter, enjoying yourself. And it's hard. It's very hard to do. Um, but it's possible. I remember At one time, I had a headache, and after I had laughed so hard, it was gone. And literally, because it's a stress reliever. So another thing that's caused me plenty of stress is people pleasing. Trying to make sure that the next person is happy, make sure they're not waiting on me for something, make sure they're not expecting something from me, uh, all those things. And while we can be helpers of one another and loving and things like that of one another, we also have to set boundaries that's going to protect our peace. So, anger is another part of stress. Like, what can we be angry about? We were able to wake up with breath in our body. We have everything that we need, literally, even though it doesn't look like it. We do. And being angry is just putting a stress on your body and on your mind that is just irrelevant. Unforgiveness, I think unforgiveness should be number one because most of us are angry at somebody else because they did something and we just simply can't forgive them. And that's just forgiving is just one thing that God tells us we have to do. But there's a lot of us who won't forgive. And that is just causing so much stress in our lives. So at the end of the day, we just have to forgive. It doesn't matter what they did, you know, what they didn't do. It doesn't matter. We have to forgive them because that's what God demands us to do. He commands, not demands. He commands because God he's a gentleman. He's a loving God. Um, and if you think about it in the way of, oh, this person hurt me and they don't deserve forgiveness, well, then maybe we just simply don't deserve peace because that's not God's way. God will never tell us to, He'll never tell us to do something that we can't do, right? We might feel like that's crazy. I'm not going to forgive, but God, not only is He commending us to do so, but He's allowing us. He's giving us the words. He's giving us a direction to do so if we ask for it. Thing that could be causing us stress is guilt for whatever reason. It could be sin hidden within inside of us. It could even be a poor diet that's causing us stress. When you feel, real tired because you've eaten too much or because you ate something that you weren't supposed to eat, then you're going to feel stressed. For instance, I have a habit of wanting ice cream in the middle of the night, and ice cream just it makes me feel terrible, right? I don't think I'm lactose intolerant, but sometimes I think I might be because of how bad it makes me feel. But this one night, I decided to get some ice cream, knowing I didn't need it. I decided to put some cookies in there as well, and after I ate that, I was sick. I was sick. I was sick and being nervous that I should not have ate that ice cream. It's gonna make me feel bad. It's really late at night. Why did I do that to myself? Well, at the end of the day, the sugar made me feel terrible. So why did I do that to myself? Why did I eat that? All right. That's poor dieting. That's causing myself stress that I don't even need. And if I am stressed because I have a lousy diet, then I need to look at how to fix that. I need to look at not eating the ice cream or getting out, moving my body more, or whatever it might be. I need to fix the problem. And, sometimes there's people out there with conditions where eating a lot or eating not enough could be really detrimental to their health. And with that, there's doctors and there's all this stuff that they say works, but, God works. At the end of the day, He works for things like that because He's going to come in and He's going to hear your heart, right? And He's going to make you anew if you pray to Him to do just exactly that. A lot of times, the stress is just something that seems like it's something complicated, and it's really not. We're causing ourselves stress. the pressure of stress is what's really complicating our lives. We could choose not to stress. We could choose not to let it take over us. We just have to pray and look for peace no matter what's happening. God said we have to endure. We have to endure until the end. And that's just something that is inevitable. Life is going to happen. Life is going to keep lifing. You're going to have your flesh rise. You're going to have people come against you. You're going to have grief. You're going to have calamity. You're going to have struggle. All those things are inevitable. They're going to happen. But how do we handle them? With God, we can handle them stress free. And it's a battle every day. But as long as we're trying, we're gonna get somewhere. Just keep trying. Don't give up. So I pray that you enjoyed this 3-part series. I worked so hard on it, and I would really love your feedback. Please leave me some comments. Let me know. What do you think? My goal is to do this again in the future with another topic because there's some things that not only am I going through, but everybody is going through as well. At least the majority, because life is life and we all are going through it the same type of way, one way or another. And we can live peacefully, we can live abundantly, we can live joyfully. I said the word wrong. But I love you guys, and I just thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you have a good rest of your night. Stay blessed.